Did you know that using engine additives can enhance fuel efficiency by as much as 20% and extend engine longevity by up to 100,000 miles? In this video, we're diving into 13 engine additives that genuinely deliver results, and 5 that are nothing more than a waste. Stick around until the end to uncover the one additive that doesn't just ruin your engine, but could do even worse. 1. Techron Concentrate Plus. This is among the most widely used fuel system cleaners and is produced by Chevron. It's said to be one of the select few additives that are recommended by GM and even automakers like BMW. Many auto professionals also vouch for it. From a scientific standpoint, it holds up. Techron relies on a potent compound called polyethylamine PEA, which is proven to eliminate carbon deposits from engines. It cleans fuel injectors, combustion chambers, and intake valves. Numerous drivers report noticeable improvements in mileage, better engine performance, and reduced knocking. In some cases, miles per gallon went up by 2, but it performs best in vehicles that have consistently used low-grade fuel and is more effective in older, neglected engines. Just make sure to follow the usage directions carefully. That's a common requirement for many additives on this list, including our next one. 2. ATS Chemical 505 CRF Fuel System Treatment. When a highly respected mechanic endorses a product, it's usually worth noting. Scotty Kilmer has become an unofficial promoter of 2 such additives, and this is the first. Much like Techron, the 505 CRF uses PEA and targets various carbon deposits across the fuel system and combustion chambers. It works on both port and direct injectors and is suitable for both gasoline and diesel engines. However, it does cost more. Is it worth it? That depends on your vehicle's condition. Some users have seen oil usage drop dramatically. Fuel economy improvements typically range from 1 to 3 miles per gallon, translating to a 13% increase. If you're spending $2,500 annually on fuel, that's a savings of $325. Additionally, drivers have reported enhanced throttle response, quieter engine operation, and smoother idling. It's particularly effective for high-mileage vehicles. Another great additive for classic cars is coming up later, but first, let's check under the hood. 3. Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer. In general, most oil additives are not effective. They often block critical oil passages, reduce lubrication, and may even contain abrasives that accelerate engine wear. That said, Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer is an exception. It's a very thick mineral oil with minimal added chemicals. It's designed to support aging engines with loose bearings and internal gaps. If you use this in a new turbo engine, it could spell disaster. Even in non-turbo engines, it can interfere with variable valve timing and cause oil foaming. Only use it if your engine is genuinely worn and always according to the label. 4. Liqui Moly MOS 2 Anti-Friction Engine Treatment. About a third of your fuel gets used up simply fighting engine friction. In fact, around 62% of your engine's energy is lost due to heat and friction. That's why automakers spend billions to create more efficient oils. But newer oils don't perform as well in older engines, which is where MOS 2 comes into play. This additive creates a protective boundary layer on metal parts, cutting friction in the valve train by half. MOS 2 has a long track record. It's been used in German taxis for years and is also trusted in aerospace and heavy industry. Like the others, it's best for older engines. New vehicles with fewer than 5,000 miles still need friction to allow the piston rings to seat. The most immediate benefits of MOS 2 are smoother, quieter starts, especially in cold weather. It's compatible with all 4-stroke gasoline and diesel engines and works with turbocharged units and particulate filters. 5. Hot Shots. Secret Everyday Diesel Treatment. Unlike many additives, this one addresses a real and significant issue. The process of producing ultra-low sulfur diesel, ULSD, removes lubricating properties from the fuel, which leads to more wear on the engine. In tests, ULSD creates wear scars measuring around 520 microns. This additive brings those down by up to 159 microns, which helps protect components like fuel injectors and pumps. Repairs that could run you over $5,000. It also improves cetane ratings. While pump diesel often scores between 40 and 45, many engines need 48 to 50. Hotshot's additive boosts this by up to 7 points, leading to better combustion and easier starts. Some users even saw up to a 7% increase in mileage. 6. Seafoam motor treatment. This versatile product acts as a fuel and oil stabilizer as well as a system cleaner. That means it can go into both gasoline and diesel tanks and even directly into your oil. How is that possible? Seafoam has had over 8 decades to perfect its multi-purpose formula, and the results back it up. Thousands of drivers have reported less oil usage, better performance, and an improved fuel economy. But being a multi-tool means it doesn't specialize. It's not as strong a cleaner as Techron or ATS because it doesn't contain PEA. Seafoam works best in well-maintained older engines. It's handy as an all-in-one solution, though. And if you're looking for a specialized oil treatment for high-mileage vehicles, stay tuned for number 9. 7th, Marvel Mystery Oil. This additive has been around for more than a century and is one of the most trusted out there. It works as a fuel cleaner, an oil stabilizer, and a sludge remover. It helps eliminate carbon buildup in fuel pumps and injectors in both gas and diesel engines. It also keeps sludge and varnish from forming and minimizes engine wear. Results can often be felt immediately, including smoother starts and quieter operation. Some drivers have even revived failing EGR valves with just one treatment, saving hundreds in repair bills. 8. Hotshot's Secret Diesel Winter Anti-Gel. If you own a diesel car, you know how difficult it is to start one in winter. Without the right additives, your fuel can gel and freeze the lines in minutes. This anti-gel solution does more than just prevent freezing. It improves fuel economy and increases cetane levels. While untreated diesel begins to gel at 10 degrees Fahrenheit, this additive lowers the cold filter plug point to negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. If you skip a product like this, your vehicle might not start at all, and you could end up paying up to $2,000 in repairs. The key is to apply it before temperatures drop below 10 degrees Fahrenheit. If you drive a gasoline car, heat gas line antifreeze is the better choice. But next, let's look at an oil additive that prevents one of the most expensive repairs, 9BG-MOA motor oil additive. Fixing stuck piston rings is one of the priciest oil-related repairs, often costing between $2,000 and $3,500. The worst part? It's preventable. BGMOA was created to solve this issue. It cleans carbon from piston rings, stabilizes oil viscosity, and fights sludge and varnish buildup. Independent lab testing shows that it boosts the total base number, TBN, of oil, its ability to resist acidity, by 40%. This means better long-term protection for your engine. The next additive offers similar benefits, especially for classic cars. Number 10. Lucas TB Zinc Plus. Classic cars are beloved but require more attention. Engines with flat tappet camshafts, for instance, need high levels of ZDDP, a zinc-based additive not found in modern oils because it harms catalytic converters. Lucas TB Zinc Plus restores the necessary zinc concentration. Lucas TB is ideal for vehicles made before 1994. For more recent models, the next product is a better fit. 11th, CRC GDI Intake Valve and Turbo Cleaner. Studies show that gasoline direct injection, GDI engines, accumulate about 40% more carbon than traditional port-injected engines after 100,000 miles. This buildup leads to cold start issues, rough idling, and delayed throttle response. For this reason, many mechanics now suggest intake valve cleaning as regular maintenance on GDI engines. One way to avoid the $800 service bill is to use CRC's GDI intake valve and turbo cleaner. For more standard fuel injection systems, the next additive will suit you better. 12th, Gumount Fuel Injector Cleaner. Gumount offers a range of fuel system additives, but their fuel injector cleaner stands out for its effectiveness and affordability. It contains PEA, which helps remove deposits from injectors, valves, and fuel ports in gasoline engines. The real advantage here is that you can use it in newer cars without negative side effects. If you want even broader performance, consider upgrading to Gumount's all-in-one fuel system cleaner. But before we dive into the additives that don't work, we've saved the most important one for last. 13. A T205 Reseal. If you've ever watched videos on extending your car's suspension life, then you already know how powerful this additive is. A T205. Reseal is a plasticizer that restores elasticity to aging rubber seals and gaskets, stopping leaks in their tracks. Over time, these rubber parts dry out and crack, but this product can reverse that damage. It not only halts leaks, but extends the life of rubber components. You can use it in the engine, transmission, power steering, differential, and hydraulic systems. You can even spray it externally onto suspension parts to keep the rubber soft and flexible. Off-the-shelf octane boosters that claim 10-plus point gains. If you're driving an average vehicle, you don't need octane boosters. These are only necessary for high-performance engines. And the boosters sold at convenience stores usually overpromise and underdeliver. For example, a 10-point boost only increases your octane rating from 91 to 92. That's 0.1 per point. Not the huge leap the label suggests. Real performance boosters will raise octane from 91 to 95, but they're expensive. Worse still, cheap boosters often contain MMT, which can leave damaging orange manganese deposits on spark plugs and oxygen sensors. That can lead to over $1,000 in repairs. Number 1, off-the-shelf octane boosters that claim 10-plus point gains. If you're driving an average vehicle, you don't need octane boosters. These are only necessary for high-performance engines. And the boosters sold at convenience stores usually overpromise and underdeliver. For example, a 10-point boost only increases your octane rating from 91 to 92. That's 0.1 per point. Not the huge leap the label suggests. Real performance boosters will raise octane from 91 to 95, but they're expensive. Worse still, cheap boosters often contain MMT, which can leave damaging orange manganese deposits on spark plugs and oxygen sensors. That can lead to over $1,000 in repairs. Number 2, Teflon-based oil additives. Teflon, also known as PTFE, might sound like a great way to reduce friction. It's what's used on non-stick cookware. But in engine oil, it's a disaster. Slick 50 was one of the most well-known companies pushing this type of additive, but the FTC fined them $10 million in 1997 for false advertising. They found no measurable improvements in protection or engine lifespan. Even NASA engineers discovered that PTFE clogs filters and oil passages. So while the marketing might be slick, the results could destroy your engine. Number 3, engine rebuilders. These products claim to rebuild engine components by depositing soft metals like copper, silver, or lead into worn areas. But that's a red flag. No additive can replace hardened steel with soft metals and expect real structural improvement. Most of these products are just thickening agents. They might mask engine issues for a short while, but they cause further damage in the long run. Number 4, Ford's Anti-Gel and Performance Improver. Yes, technically it works. But in a head-to-head comparison run by Project Farm, where 11 different anti-gel products were tested, Ford's product came in second to last. Brands like Hot Shots, Peak, and Amsoil delivered much better results. Even Howes, another well-known brand, underperformed in these tests. If you're serious about cold weather diesel protection, this one isn't your best bet. Number 5, any product containing tetraethyl lead TEL. This is by far the most dangerous engine additive ever developed. TL was initially used to reduce knocking and increase octane in fuel. While it's effective at that, it comes with a massive downside. It destroys catalytic converters and is toxic to humans. TL can cause serious damage to the brain, liver, and kidneys.
If you want more tips on how to keep your vehicle running strong and avoid costly repairs, check out the next video on 13 habits to make your car last over 500,000 miles.